Hi, I'm Reverend Christine Green. Welcome to week 3 of Living My Life Purpose series. Last week we looked at a great tool to help us understand our spiritual journey called the Coach to Everywhere. This week we're taking apart the coach and looking at it in a new way. This week our theme is exploring the creative process. In the creative process, it's just another way of looking at the spirit, mind, body, and emotions. Remember, in the Coach to Everywhere, the master of the coach was spirit. And so that spirit lives on the spiritual plane. The driver represents the mind. We have the mental plane. The horse represents emotions, emotional plane. And the coach represented the physical plane and our physical affairs. And that's the physical plane. I'm going to share an example from my life to help demonstrate and illustrate how this works, and you'll be able to see how it can work for you. Years ago, I was working at a job, and my manager came to me and said that there was an opening in another division, and she thought I should apply for the job, which I was very flattered and kind of excited about. And so she had an idea, she shared it with me, so I was operating from the mental plane. And I started to use my imagination. This would be a promotion for me, new opportunities, new people to work with, new skill set to use. So I got excited and started getting inspired. Right around that same time, something happened right around here on the emotional plane. And what happened was a lot of doubt. Where did the doubt come from? Remember that the driver very often gets information from the passenger in the back seat. Remember the passenger saying things like, "Do you think you're qualified to do this? I don't think this is ever going to work. Do you think this is really going to get done?" Passenger is that critical inner critic that's always giving us those thoughts, and they come from old beliefs that we have from the past. So now I'm operating out of doubt. So now I started to believe, yeah, I'm not sure I'm qualified. I'm not sure this is ever going to happen. I went ahead with the process. I took action, went on the interview, and my experience in the world was that they said in 2 to 3 weeks they would make a decision. My experience was a month went by and I never heard anything. Based on these emotions and these beliefs, I was pretty sure I didn't get the job. So how did that make me feel? We look at our reaction. I had a lot of feelings, frustration, sadness. I was really disappointed because I started seeing this new job. Cognition is that place where we extract knowledge from the experience. What did I learn from this experience? And the knowledge was that I started to see that these mental blocks, these old beliefs have a lot of power if I let them. If I don't do anything to change these, they really dictate my emotions and my experience in the world. So now that I know that, I started to recognize what I really want is to live out of the spiritual plane. How do I do that? I called my spiritual mentor. She shared with me some tools, we did some processes, and she helped me understand that what I really wanted to experience was joy. On the physical plane, the divine ideal that I wanted to experience in my work in the world was joy. I decided I would pursue a new job now that I got this started already. But now I was operating from a spiritual plane. So I wasn't looking from the mental plane, but I had greater seeing. I was looking from a higher place. And I went through my experience. And when I got to the emotional plane, I didn't have doubt anymore because I was operating out of joy. I had more faith. I had more confidence. I went on some interviews and had some good experiences in the world. Right around this time when I was interviewing and getting some feedback, I got a call from the division They had had a delay, and they finally came to a decision, and they offered me the job. Praise God. Very excited. So now I looked at my reaction in the world. I was excited. I was elated. I looked at, what did I learn from all of this? I learned that in spirit, I can begin to change these beliefs. That with the partnership of spirit, I can see things differently, and that they don't have to dictate my life and my emotions. And that living from the spiritual plane was where I wanted to live. How this works is that we bring our attention in, that when we live from the spiritual plane, we're bringing spirit into our experience, and that when we have an experience in the world, so this is called involution, and when we have the experience in the world, this is called evolution. So we look at the experience and we look at what we learned from the experience. One of the products you're going to end up with out of this class is you are going to create your own sacred covenant. And a sacred covenant is a document of your purpose, your vision, and your intentions. It's your spiritual foundation for your work. And once you have a sacred covenant, if someone comes along and says, hey, you want to go over here and do this, you already know from your intentions whether that's a good idea for you or not. So you're more grounded in your awareness. You're operating out of spirit, not out of the old beliefs, and you have more ease and grace in the process. As always, please take your time with the reading. If you read a little bit each night, it will help you to integrate the materials. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. For your homework, I really invite you to look at your own life, maybe a circumstance, a challenge that you're having, something you're going through, and map it out on here. Where are you on this chart? What beliefs do you have? What emotions do you have? We're going to do a process in class that will help clarify that and help get you going in changing this and living from spirit. So I hope you find this helpful and a great tool to use. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call. I know you'll have a fabulous week and look forward to seeing you on the telephone. Take care.